are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. You're now locked into the Life of Product Podcast. We are back, baby. Episode 78. I got to say shout out to Anchor FM for the distribution, for the sponsorship, man. Shouts out to the people that's listening on streaming. I love y'all. Shouts out to the new YouTube subscribers. I'm at 1 point something K. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really rocking with the kid. A lot of y'all reached out to me for the last couple episodes and y'all was feeling it. And I promise you, I'm trying to keep the sauce going, keep it drippy for you, keep it trippy, and just really bring that realness to y'all. And you know, some of y'all disagree with some of the things that I'm saying, but I like that. I actually like when people disagree with me. I don't really want people agreeing every episode. I don't want that, because if y'all agreeing with every episode, I'm not doing something right. I'm doing something wrong. My goal is to shake a couple tables and get some really good conversation going. This is episode 78. Oh man, I have to do another one of these, and I hate doing these type of episodes, man. Episode 78 is titled R.I.P. PnB Rock. You know, pretty much all of y'all know. We lost PnB Rock a few days ago, man. He was murdered in LA, man. Y'all really love killing your own, don't y'all? Y'all really love killing your own. I'm never gonna understand it. I'm never gonna understand it. I'm dedicating this one to him, another fallen soldier that we got. PnB Rock was born Rakim Hashim Allen, December 9th, 1991 in Philadelphia. Someone's from Philly. He was murdered in LA a few days ago on September 12th in a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles while he was with his girlfriend. PnB had, children. I believe he had 2 daughters, man. God bless them. God bless his family. He had joints like Every Day We Lit with YF and Lucci. He had joints like Me with Pop Smoke. He even dropped a project this year. I think it was called SoundCloud Days or something like that. PnB had a very, very wide catalog, and PnB was independent. So let's continue to stream his music. I don't know what the percentage of his streams are up right now, but let's continue to stream his music. Let's keep the energy going, man. Get that streaming money, that download money for his family. I'm pretty sure they could use it. I'm pretty sure they were well off while he was alive and stuff like that. Y'all, like I said, y'all love killing your own. Y'all love killing your own. There's a lot of speculation and stuff like that as to why PnB was killed, stuff like that. I don't know. People been throwing out the whole empire stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not here to drop no conspiracy theories on that, because honestly, I don't care about that, and that has nothing to do with me. But I do know someone was murdered. I recently saw a video about 2 days ago of him on IG Live arguing with a dude. I don't know what that was over. From what I was reading online, he was murdered in a robbery. You know what I'm saying? PnB had a lot of jewelry on while he was at that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Let's get to the nitty gritty. A lot of people, after they hear what I'm gonna have to say on both segments of the show, you guys are gonna agree. Some of y'all gonna agree with me. I'm pretty sure most of y'all are gonna disagree with me, and that's fine, because I really don't. I'm at a point in life, I don't care who don't like what I gotta say. I don't care who disagrees with me. I wholeheartedly don't care, because as long as I put out there the truth, and as long as I put out facts, and as long as I put out how I feel, I'm comfortable with that. I am 100% comfortable with speaking on things. Why? Because I am a grown man. I am a grown man. We are all grown. We are all adults. Black men, y'all need to be leaders, not murderers. If somebody's trying to hurt you, rob your family, hurt your family, trying to take your life, by all means, do what you got to do. If it ends in a murder and you did that to protect yourself and your loved ones close to you, by all means, do it. Deal with the consequences later. But we're killing our own. We was literally almost in a civil war a couple years ago, and y'all killing your own. We literally been in a pandemic for 2 years, and y'all killing your own. We literally have monkeypox now. Y'all killing your own. A lot of people, the whole check-in culture is a big thing in LA, and this has actually been a thing for years. It's been a lot. There's been a lot of talks about it the last few days with PnB Rock. I don't know if he checked with anybody. I don't know if he was totally checking with anybody, but this is something that I get it. I understand it. I respect it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like it, because it's one-sided. It's one-sided. So you mean to tell me, I'm pretty sure that y'all have out there made people checking that was non-black. I'm pretty sure you have. But on average, from what we see in our culture, y'all always want East Coast artists, rappers in particular, black rappers in particular, to check in with this person. I don't see y'all making a Billie Eilish check-in while she's out there. I don't see y'all making a Mark Cuban checking when he flies in from Dallas to there. I don't see that happening. You know why it's not happening? Because y'all know what's selling to not try to cross. See, when it comes to urban stuff and it comes to black culture and it comes to toughness and street stuff, when it comes to street stuff and black culture, the dudes, the OG dudes, there's a ceiling that they're not going to cross and there's a ceiling that they know that they can't cross. You're not going to do that. You are not going to make somebody like that. You're not going to make one of those white dudes in suits from Shark Tank check in when they out there. You're not making them do that. You can't make them do that. You cannot make them do that. You already know you'll be in jail. You might get shot by the security. So why do y'all feel it's necessary for black artists from the East Coast coming out there to entertain you and your people to check in? Here's the thing, man. We all come from the trenches. Most of us come from the trenches. I come from the trenches. I got family still in the trenches. I got friends still in the trenches. I wholeheartedly understand if I make the wrong move or the wrong decision in life, I'll be back in the trenches. You feel what I'm saying? PnB Rock was out there in the trenches, flossing with jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? He was with his girl one deep. Now PnB Rock has been in the music game for a good amount of years. So I'm pretty sure for all of y'all criticizing him for not having security while he was out there, he's been out there with security plenty of times. If not, he would have got his first trip out there. So if we all come from the trenches and we got our own people making it out the trenches, why are we not proud of our people when they make it out the trenches? Why are they a target? And I get it. I get it. You dudes is wolves. When you a wolf and you run with a pack of wolves and you see one of your own pull up that's not from there, that don't understand what not to wear, what not to throw up, what not to say while he's out there, that person is food. He's food to you. I get it. I have seen it firsthand. What I'm saying is, when is it going to stop? When are you going to use that person's come up as motivation to come up? You ain't got to be a rapper to come up. Go get a trade. Go get a certifications. There's websites right now where you can get HR management certifications from accredited sites for $150 to $300. Go get a trade. Go to trade school. Go start at a big $1 million, $1 billion company at the bottom and work your way up. I know a lot of dudes like that. I know dudes with no college degree making six figures because they worked their way up. Why is that so hard for you to do that? A lot of people are lazy. It's not even just the lazy factor. It's the fact that a lot of people have no hope and they have hatred in their heart. A lot of people got hate in their heart, man. They got hate in their blood. They got hate in their soul, fam. You got hate in your soul, man. You willing to go to jail and hell just to kill somebody over their jewelry. You know what I'm saying? None of us is gonna live forever. None of us is gonna live forever. You understand what I'm saying? You might do dirt and get away with it for your whole life, but your kids is gonna suffer from it. Your kids is gonna, in some kind of way, when karma hits you, karma's gonna look at you, say, nah, you know what? I'm gonna let you live the rest of your life, and it's gonna skip to your kids. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be an old man, unable body to go out there and rock out with your kid. He getting whooped out every day. He getting shot at. He getting jumped. He got thrown in jail and raped, all kind of stuff because of the stuff you did. And what's the sad part about it is half of y'all black men ain't never gonna understand that concept. Y'all won't grasp what I'm saying. You might think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. It's real. It's called sins of the father, is what it's called. So at what point are you gonna say, all right, that man got out the trenches. That person got out the trenches. That woman got out the trenches. Let me use that as motivation. How about y'all say, yo, you know what? Have one of your OGs reach out to these promoters that bring these artists out there. And instead of robbing these artists, y'all get these artists to sit with y'all and drop game on y'all and drop knowledge to understand this is what they did and you can do that as well. There's a lot of artists in LA. And you know what, too? Stuff like this messes it up. It messes up the money. I'm gonna get into that on the second half of the show. This is messing up the money. We on the East Coast, yeah, East Coast is rough. New York is rough. Jersey is rough. PA is rough. It got rough parts. But on average, from what I've seen, from being on the lower side of the music game, from being in the podcast game, going to events out there when I was back in New York, when I was back in New Jersey, I not once ever seen an artist come from LA and have to check in. Never seen it. We don't be on that. We show a lot of y'all artists love on the East Coast when y'all come out here. A lot. I'm not saying ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm not saying nothing hasn't happened, but we show a lot of y'all artists love. You understand what I'm saying? So when y'all people come out here to the East Coast and we rock, we put money in a pocket, we show y'all love. Y'all need to appreciate that. G is the boy product, Life of Product Podcast. We will be right back with the second half of the show, man. Rest in peace to PnB Rock. Stay tuned. Gia, what up, man? It's the boy product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast, episode 78. Rest in peace to PnB Rock, man. As I said on the first part of the show, PnB Rock was murdered a few days ago, man, in LA at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, man. We have a responsibility as black people to stop. We have a responsibility as black people to stop. I was talking about the promoters on the second half of the show. The end of the first half of the show. And I want to pose this question to y'all, right? To the promoters out there, what do you think your role is in this? And I know he didn't get killed at a show. I don't know what he was doing in Cali. Maybe he had business. Maybe he was just chilling with us. He was one deep with his girl. But plenty artists have got on the West Coast. Plenty artists talk about how they have to check in while they out there. I've heard stories from rappers from the West Coast talking about how East Coast artists got their chain taken and he had to go to them to get it back because they didn't check in, right? All right. To the promoters out there, what role do you think you guys play in this? Even if you have nothing to do with it, if you had nothing to do with that artist getting killed, robbed, none of that, right? Nothing. What role do you think you have to play in that? Do you feel like you have a role in that? I personally feel like y'all do have a role in that because it's going to mess y'all money up. This right here has potential to really mess a lot of y'all money up. Y'all might not see it in the beginning, but over time, let me ask you this, right? What if rappers from the East Coast, whether they was from New York, New Jersey, the Northeast, all the way to the Southeast, right? All the way down to Florida. What if they all said, Joe, we not feeling what happened to PnB Rock? We're boycotting performing in California. What if now you got to remember, the West Coast is very big. It's very big. Cali is one of the biggest states in America. You know what I'm saying? I believe Alaska's number one. That I don't know the chronological order. I think Cali's number 3, but I know that Alaska, Texas, California, like the biggest, some of the 3, I believe, biggest states in America, right? What if all the East Coast artists from Northeast, from all the way up in like Massachusetts, Vermont area, all the way down to Florida said, we're boycotting LA, we're boycotting California, we're not performing there? What if they all said that? Now you got to understand something. Even though California is a big state, there's a lot of dope artists in California. I rock with West Coast music. I love West. You know what I love most about West Coast music? It sounds different. The LA sound is different from the Bay Area sound. I got love for y'all. Y'all got so much potential, and the music industry is so messed up. They not letting y'all rock. They not giving y'all that light that y'all deserve. So right now, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I'm willing to bet money on this. I'm willing to bet that out of all of the artists that's out, that's actually lit right now, there's more East Coast artists lit, actively making more money, streaming, touring, stuff like that, doing shows than West Coast, especially commercially. You look at all the commercial artists right now, I believe there's more, I would say, East Coast artists commercially out than West Coast artists. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But what if all of these artists out right now, especially the ones that rocked with Pop Smoke, especially the ones that rock with PnB Rock, y'all killed Pop Smoke while he was living out there. He just got out there. That was wrong. That was wrong of y'all. Killed PnB Rock. What if all these artists from out here, not only the ones that rock with that was cool with PnB Rock, but look at his situation and say, you know what? I'm not feeling that. What if they all boycotted from doing shows and appearances in California, particularly the LA area? How would y'all promoters feel about that? What would y'all promoters do to get them back out there? You know what I'm saying? These artists bring y'all a bag. I know promoters right now that get a bag off of out-of-town artists. I know promoters back in New York. Somebody pop online, they go viral, and they from the Midwest, they'll bring that artist out there and put money in his pocket. And I've never seen, as of recent years, right? Me going to clubs, going here, going there, knowing promoters, I never seen not one thing happen to those artists that came to New York. I never saw it. Maybe it did. Maybe there was potential to stuff to have it happen. We get it rocking in New York. But one thing I can say about us, we show a lot of love to people that come from out of town. That is something that California is going to have to learn. They're going to have to take a page out of that book and really understand that. I understand the gang culture. I respect the gang culture. The whole checking and stuff, it ain't the way to go, brother. It ain't the way to go. Because ultimately it's going to hurt y'all. Y'all kill Pop Smoke. Y'all kill PnB Rock. There's other artists that have spoken about the whole checking stuff. There's gonna be backlash down the line from it, some kind of way. It's y'all bringing y'all stock down. Y'all are bringing y'all stock down to the floor and making it very unattractive to come out there. And there's a lot of East Coast artists that live in LA. On the low, y'all just don't know it. They be repping their old blocks back in New York. No, they live in LA. They live in LA. Yeah, and I'm not mad at them. LA is beautiful. I got family in Cali, all the way from that side to the northern side. I love Cali. I go to California often. And I've been going to California for years, since like 2006, fam. You know what I'm saying? I did shows in San Diego years ago. I did. There was a group in San Diego. I remember we performed, I think it was downtown San Diego. And there was a group, they was all Crip, and these dudes showed us crazy love. I think their names, I could be wrong, but I believe their names was like Devastation 619, something like that. And I kept in contact with a couple of them, but I lost that phone that I had. So I lost contact with them, and these dudes was cool. And I respected the grind that they was on, because these dudes came to a show 20 deep. If you understand the rap world, you cannot go to shows alone. You can't go to shows alone. Shouts out to San Diego. Shouts out to that crew that came that day. It's beautiful out there. It's beautiful out there. I personally feel, and listen to me, there's a lot of young people starting to listen to my show, starting to watch my show. There's people my age. I check the demographics. Every show I drop, I check the demographics, right? A lot of y'all would get further as artists in California, from California right now, if y'all came up with some type of system where y'all stopped the whole checking and stuff. Because by y'all so quick to put the hammer on somebody, not only you shooting that person, you just shot an opportunity. Because if you are local, if you're a local artist and people are coming out there for business, if they're able to fly in and out your city, if they're able to come fly in and out your trench and go back to living comfortably, then they're doing something right and you are doing something wrong. They have discovered something that you have not discovered yet. So by you putting a hammer to the sun and you pressing it for jury, for money, you just killed your opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? You might get an opportunity from a person and not even know it at the time. Some of the smartest people stay quiet. Some of the realest people stay quiet. They watch, but they're quiet. So if these people come in and out your city and they rock with a certain set of people that might rock with you or have connections to you, they might hear your music. That's your opportunity right there to get out your trench. You have to understand something, that life is bigger than your area. It's bigger than your area. Personal development is key. If you can personally develop yourself to be calm in situations like that, where you see food put in front of you, you will reach a level in life you did not know you could make it to. And I want y'all to really understand that. By y'all killing PnB Rock, y'all kill opportunities. There was people sitting in there watching it, recording it when it happened, but none of y'all did nothing. Y'all ain't do nothing, and I understand it. You ain't want to get involved, and I get it. I've seen situations happen where I ain't want to get involved. But by letting that man die, you let your area die. Another piece of your area was just killed. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be harder for businesses to come there. It's gonna be there's a lot of things that are involved in that y'all are losing, that y'all don't see. We be so quick to kill over neighborhoods we don't own. Half of y'all don't even own nothing in that neighborhood. Y'all renting. You want Section 8. You want subsidized housing. What's wrong with you? Why are y'all killing and being killed over neighborhoods that y'all don't even own? Over cities you don't own, over states you don't own. Half of y'all will never own nothing in that area, in that neighborhood. You're going to be born, live, and die in that neighborhood. And you could have put all that energy into something else. But now you want to put a flag in your pocket and go run around. I get it. A lot. And the sad part about the gang culture in California, I've seen it. I didn't grow up in California. I've been to California. I've seen it. The sad part is y'all saw your fathers doing it. You saw your brothers doing it. You saw your cousins doing it. You saw your older mans doing it from your block. So y'all all had to follow suit, because if you didn't follow suit and get into it, you was going to get got when you left your block and went on a bus to go to school. I get it. I absolutely get it. But when I say this and I pose this to you, I'm posing that to everybody else as well. If everybody stopped and said, all right, we're going to get money doing this. We're not going to rob these people. We're not going to do that. If that was implemented 10, 15 years ago, everybody would be better off in that area right now. Y'all don't see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is not robbing a man for his jewelry and go pawning it real quick and coming up. That is not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is if we all live, we all eat. That is the bigger picture. Why don't y'all see that? Y'all get so mad. We was all mad when George Floyd got killed. But y'all, I don't see y'all making no cops checking. Come on, man. That ain't never gonna happen. Come on, man. Stop being selective, dog. And I'm not just speaking to the people in California. I'm speaking to people back home. I know dudes back home that get a rocket. Stop being selective. Yo, I'm gonna end the show now because I'm getting hot. I'm getting mad about this. I'm tight about this. I'm just as mad at PnB Rock being killed as I was when Pop Smoke got killed. I was mad when Pop Smoke got killed. Very mad. What can I do about it? I'm just a podcaster. It's the boy Product, Life of Product Podcast, episode 78. Rest in peace to PnB Rock. God bless his soul. God bless his family. God bless y'all who's sitting here contemplating and making decisions to do other rappers like that when they come to y'all area. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I'm out.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.